Well, it's June 26th. I got the interns out with me today. I'm on one of my permission farms. We got a lot of work for us today. Plan is we're gonna hang 3 sets, cameraman stand and a shooter stand. And then I got 4 trail cameras, 4 Moultries, gonna set those up and really just do some scouting. I've only been out here a handful of times. There's a lot of both pieces that I haven't walked yet. So I'm kinda gonna take the interns with me, do some scouting, kinda just figure out the lay of the land a little bit better. I know for a fact, a couple spots where I wanna put stands, just gonna be good rut stands, good place to throw out a decoy and try to pull something in here. This piece, there's not a lot to it. Like I said before, it's just big fields with a little bit of cover. We got a railroad bed that runs through here. There's a little bit of cover along the railroad bed. Came in here this spring, found a couple sheds when we got permission to turkey hunt, so I know there's gonna be deer in here. It's just a matter of if we can capitalize or not. So we're gonna get to it and get our first stand hung. Thank you. Heads up. Well, we just got this spot set. I'm really excited now that we got up here. It's kind of on a terrace. The access into the stand is freaking awesome. You can slip right over the top of this hill, come through this terrace. Nothing can see you if anything's out in the field. You can slip right up in this tree here. It's just a little field down this bottom here. We got a bunch of big ag fields, a terrace, and then this little bottom field that butts up to some of the thicker stuff. My plan was with this stand, it's gonna be more of a rut stand, something that I would hunt this with a decoy, have a decoy out here, something's cruising, could catch them coming in. We're all done with this stand. We're gonna head over to that other stand. We just picked a tree out, so all we gotta do is run up the tree and hang that stand. So let's get to it. After we hung the stand, I decided right now we were close to some of this thick stuff that I wanted to scout, so we decided to do some scouting before we hang up that other stand. So I'm just gonna throw a Moultrie. There's kind of like an inside corner of this bean field. I'm gonna throw a Moultrie up, just trying to get inventory, see what's coming out to these beans. The beans look really good. This field's really secluded from everything else. So we're gonna go over there and throw a Moultrie up. Well, we just got to this other side of the railroad tracks where the guy owns like 20 acres on the other side here. It's all real thick stuff. We just got up to the top here. This top corner is super thick. I mean, we found the bedding area. A bunch of cedars, really grown up. There's a couple runs in here. We've seen a couple beds, but it's just nice to be over here and figure out what's over on this side. And we can see like it's pretty mature woods right off this bedding, and just thick canopy. No sunlight's getting in here. It's real wide open. We're just gonna kind of work our way through this and mark on onyx anything we see. We're probably hanging a camera up somewhere in here, so let's keep walking and keep figuring it out. All right, well, we just slapped a Moultrie up. We've been walking in this side of the railroad bed for a little while now. We pretty much covered the whole thing. Saw a lot of good sign. We kicked up a couple deer, found some bedding, found some really good runs. We found what looked like an old scrape here, so we ended up throwing a branch of our own in there and kind of doctoring it up. It's in a prime spot. Right behind me here, we got this kind of like a bottom, like marshy stuff that I don't think the deer are gonna travel through a lot. So they either gotta go around this way or they wrap against the marsh in the railroad bed, which eventually I think I'm gonna get a camera over there too. But love this spot. I think it's gonna be killer. But now we're gonna go on the other side of the tracks and hang that stand up. Well, we just got the second set up here. I'm super pumped about this spot. It's a spot that during turkey season, I kind of was looking at it. We've seen a couple deer cross the railroad bed out of that thick stuff we were walking earlier, and this is where they like to cross the railroad bed. There's a bunch of trails here. I'm 30 yards to 80 yards. There's just a bunch of trails coming out, and I love the spot. We're super high up here, but I like it. We got a lot of contour out in the field. The hill kind of goes up, so up higher, we're able to see all that. I mean, we can see all the bottom field, and then we're actually up high enough where we can see over the tracks and down into the bottom. So anything cruising along there, we can see as well. But super stoked to get 2 sets hung here on the new permission piece. I'm real excited to see what's running around out here. We're almost done for the day. We're gonna run around, throw a couple more cameras up. Well, we're coming to set this Moultrie up. I knew of this finger back here. It's kind of another little secluded finger of beans, and we were walking it and we seen this pond. So we got like a nice water source here, and there's tracks all around it. So it was a killer find. There's actually quite a few trees you could get into to hunt it too. So I'm actually gonna throw my last Moultrie up here on this water hole, because it being so hot out, I think it's gonna be a killer spot. So I'm really excited with this find. So
down. Got me down. I'm happy with them. Really excited to put a wrap on a quick North Dakota season for myself.
Holy smokes. That is a heck of a deer.
Well, it's the evening of June 30th, and I'm out with the interns tonight. We're going to scout some public land. It's a spot we've been seeing deer driving, so we're gonna head back there, hopefully get some good video of these big bucks for you guys, and then we're gonna go check out one more piece after that. We've been scouting pretty much every night, and we've been seeing a lot of good bucks. Well, we got a bunch of bucks out here. It's the deer we've been seeing. There's a couple really big ones, so we're gonna try to sneak up to this field and get some good footage for you guys. On the hillside. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of points there. Not bad. He's a good deer. He's got a split there. Yeah. He's a 5x5 with a split. What? 4. Yeah. And he's got like a double brow off that side too. I think that's him. Yeah, he's got a big thing coming off. Yeah, that's him. Tonto. Right now we're filming a buck that the interns have been seeing scouting. They've been over here pretty heavy lately. We're filming a buck they named Tonto right now. He's a real good buck. It looks like it's a 5x5 with a kicker off his base on one side, and then he's starting to split his G4 on his left side. Really cool buck. Just feeding on the side hill. field. So as we're walking up, we spotted that one on the side hill. We filmed them for a while and just kind of took our time sneaking up to this bigger gap. We had a couple really nice bucks out here. One big 8-point, one super wide buck. Pretty sweet deer. Try to get stuff on them all. Yeah. We had a couple more bucks out in this field. As we were walking up, spotted that one on the side hill. We filmed them for a while and just kind of took our time sneaking up to this big gap. What do you think about that? Pretty good start. We just filmed, there's a lot of good bucks, but 3 really nice ones. A big 8-point, that super wide buck, and then the one they call Tonto. We got some really good footage of those deer. We're gonna see if we can find one more bachelor group here. We know a couple spots where they've been hanging out. Actually, we're about to roll up on one, so see if there's some more bucks we can get some good footage of. Yeah, I see him. I got him. Yes, he's in that double split too. Oh, there's all the other deer. There's something close here. Yeah. That's sweet. Oh, that's sweet. He's got some giant brows. Well, we had a pretty exciting night. We filmed a lot of good bucks tonight. A lot of deer right around the public. We had a couple that were on the public, couple really close, but definitely some deer hopefully we'll be chasing this fall. But that's gonna wrap things up for this week's Semi Life. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for next week.